Have you ever felt totally blocked when you try to speak English?
Oh, absolutely. That awful moment.
You have a perfect sentence in your head,
It's grammatically flawless.
but when you open your mouth, nothing comes out.
Total silence.
Or maybe just one word, really quiet.
It's frustrating, right?
It is so frustrating. We know the grammar, we know the words.
But the speaking part, the fluency part, feels impossible sometimes.
Today, we are talking exactly about that feeling.
It's the hidden psychology of fluency, why our brains freeze up.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mia.
And I'm Leo.
Welcome to the English Blend. We help you speak naturally and confidently.
Today, we're going deep into why we worry so much about perfection.
Because that worry is the real barrier, you know?
It's not your vocabulary size, it's often fear.
Exactly. So grab your coffee and let's get started.
Let's start with a crucial distinction, Mia.
A big difference between two important ideas.
Yes, we need to define fluency versus accuracy.
These two words are often confused by learners.
What does a learner usually think when they hear the word fluency?
They think it means speaking perfectly, like a native speaker.
Zero mistakes, perfect pronunciation, perfect use of the past perfect continuous.
Exactly. That is actually the definition of accuracy.
Accuracy means being correct. It means getting the grammar right.
It means using the right article, a or the, every single time.
Accuracy is very important for writing or for grammar tests.
But what is fluency, really?
Fluency is about flow. It's about communication.
Think of a river. It flows smoothly. It keeps moving.
It doesn't stop every 5 seconds to check if the water particles are perfectly aligned.
That's a great analogy. Fluency means being able to keep the conversation going.
It means speaking without long pauses, without hesitating all the time.
It means getting your message across.
That is the most important part, getting your point across.
If I say, yesterday I go store, buy milk, is that accurate? No.
The grammar is wrong. It should be, I went to the store.
But did you understand me? Did the communication happen? Yes.
So you achieved fluency even though you lost a little bit of accuracy.
And that is okay. That is the first big psychological shift.
We need to give ourselves permission to make mistakes.
Permission to not be perfect. Because if you wait for perfection, you will wait forever.
And your conversation partner will just be waiting, awkwardly, for you to speak.
Let's talk about why accuracy, or the pursuit of it, actually blocks fluency.
This is the hidden psychology part.
When you are speaking, your brain is doing two things almost at the same time.
It is trying to find the words, the vocabulary.
And it's trying to check the rules, the grammar rules.
If you focus too much on checking the rules, what happens?
You stop, you pause, you hesitate.
The flow dies. That is the grammar block.
It's like trying to drive a car while constantly looking at the engine manual.
You never actually get anywhere fast.
Many learners spend years and years studying grammar books.
They know every rule about conditionals, 0, first, second, third.
But when they are suddenly in a meeting or ordering food in a cafe,
The brain panics. It tries to check the rule before speaking.
the brain says, wait, is this action finished or still happening? Which tense should I use?
And in that moment of checking, you hit a wall.
Oh, great phrase there. To hit a wall. That means you suddenly stop and feel unable to continue.
We hit a wall because we are trying to process the structure consciously.
Native speakers don't consciously think, I must use the present perfect now.
They just feel it. They use it automatically.
Our goal as learners is to move grammar knowledge from the conscious brain, the rule checker, to the automatic brain. We want the grammar to come out without thinking.
It's a psychological battle against fear, Leah.
Fear of judgment, fear of looking silly.
Imagine you're speaking to someone important, maybe your boss or a new friend.
If you make a mistake, you immediately think, oh no, they think I am stupid.
That fear increases your cognitive load. It makes the speaking task harder.
So the first step in the psychology of fluency is acknowledging that fear and replacing it with a new goal. My goal is connection, not correction.
That's excellent. Connection, not correction.
Let me share a quick story to illustrate this, a sort of cultural note.
I love stories. What happened?
I was traveling in Italy a few years ago. I only spoke basic Italian.
A survival kit of Italian phrases.
Exactly. I went into a busy market to buy some vegetables.
High-pressure situation. Lots of noise, lots of people.
I wanted 3 apples and 2 oranges, but I got the numbers mixed up and I used totally the wrong verb tense.
What did you say?
I think I mixed up the Italian word for 3 and the word for thirsty.
So you told the vendor you were 3 and thirsty?
Something like that. And I pointed a lot. I used my hands and my face.
But what happened in the end? Did you get the fruit?
Yes, the vendor immediately understood what I needed because I was determined to communicate.
They saw the effort and they looked at the context. The fruit stand.
He laughed, I laughed, and he gave me the 3 apples and the 2 oranges.
The communication was 100% successful. The accuracy was maybe 20%.
That's the key. The human brain is designed to understand meaning even through errors.
It looks for patterns and context. It fills in the gaps.
So, when you are speaking, remember the Italian market story. Your listener wants to understand you. They are helping you.
They are not marking your grammar paper.
Let's move on to the practical steps, Leo. How do we actually train our brains to prioritize flow?
This is where we stop just thinking about the problem and start doing things differently.
We have 3 to 5 practical tips to boost your automatic speaking ability.
Tip number 1, massive listening and reading, massive input.
You must consume huge amounts of English, not just studying flashcards.
Listen to podcasts, watch YouTube shows like this one, read simple books.
Why does listening help speaking fluency?
Because fluency isn't just about what you say, it's about how fast you can retrieve the correct patterns.
The more you hear, the more those correct sentence patterns get stored automatically in your brain.
It becomes muscle memory, but for your language center.
You need to hear I went thousands of times before you stop saying I go for the past tense.
Input is the fuel for automatic output. Without enough input, your brain has nothing to retrieve quickly.
So listen, 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 even if you don't understand every word.
Tip number 2, learn in chunks, not just words.
A chunk is a group of words that naturally go together. A phrase.
For example, instead of learning the word look, you learn look forward to, or look up to, or I'm looking for.
These are fixed expressions. They're stored as one item in your memory.
When you need to express that idea, you pull out the whole chunk quickly.
If you learn only single words, your brain has to connect 3 or 4 pieces every time you speak. That takes time.
That creates hesitation. But if you have the whole phrase ready, a chunk, it flows out.
Think of it like Lego bricks. Do you want to build a house brick by brick or use pre-made walls?
Use the pre-made walls. They are faster and stronger.
So, focus on learning common functional language, phrases used at work, at a cafe, or when expressing opinions.
Tip number 3, the 3-second rule.
This is a psychological trick.
If someone asks you a question, or if you have something to say, you have exactly 3 seconds to start speaking.
1, 2, 3. Go.
If you wait longer than 3 seconds, your perfectionist brain, the grammar checker, jumps in.
That's when the self-doubt starts. Is this sentence perfect? Should I use might have been or could be?
The 3-second rule forces you to prioritize flow over analysis.
It forces you to use the language patterns that are already automatic, even if they are simpler.
It encourages the use of simple, effective language.
If you are practicing alone or shadowing, try to answer questions aloud immediately.
Don't allow the silence to hop in. Silence is where the grammar block hides.
Tip number 4, focus on output volume, not quality.
This is pure psychology again. We measure success wrong.
We think a successful conversation is one with 0 errors.
We should think a successful conversation is one where I spoke a lot and the other person understood me.
Try to speak for a set amount of time every day, maybe 10 minutes.
Record yourself. Don't listen back immediately to correct every mistake.
Just focus on, did I fill the time? Did I keep talking? That is a victory for fluency.
The volume of your speech is the training metric. Increase the volume, and your confidence increases.
And confidence is the engine of fluency, right?
Absolutely. Confidence lets you overcome the fear of hitting a wall.
And tip number 5, use simple communication tools.
Sometimes we try to translate complex thoughts from our native language directly into English.
That is a recipe for disaster. The structures are often too different.
Instead, simplify the thought first. Use simple words you are 100% sure about.
If you don't know the fancy adjective, use good or bad or interesting. It is not the end of the world.
That's our next great phrase. Not the end of the world means it's not a serious problem. It's okay if something goes wrong.
If you use the wrong tense, it is not the end of the world. Just keep going.
If you forget a vocabulary word, it is not the end of the world. Use a simpler word or describe it.
Prioritize moving forward. The goal is to finish the sentence, not to make it beautiful.
Now, let's revisit our language-focused phrases, because these are useful chunks for daily conversation.
Our first one was, get your point across.
This means successfully communicating your main idea or message.
Even though I made some mistakes, I managed to get my point across in the meeting.
Fluency is achieved when you get your point across.
Our second phrase, hit a wall.
When you hit a wall, you suddenly reach a limit or stop making progress.
I was studying for 3 hours, but then I just hit a wall and couldn't concentrate anymore.
When you feel that grammar block, remember you've hit a wall. You need to pause, simplify, and try again.
And the third one, not the end of the world.
Use this phrase on yourself. Be kind to yourself.
I forgot the name of the client, but it's not the end of the world. I just ask them again.
Mistakes are learning opportunities. They are not the end of the world.
Let's review everything we talked about today. This has been a deep dive into the mind.
We covered the fundamental difference between accuracy and fluency.
Accuracy is correctness. Fluency is flow.
We understood that the fear of making mistakes, the grammar block, is the biggest psychological barrier.
We learned that we must shift our focus from correction to connection.
We remembered the Italian market story. Communication works even when the grammar fails.
And we gave you 5 essential tips.
Tip 1, massive input, listening and reading.
Tip 2, learn in chunks, whole phrases.
Tip 3, use the 3-second rule. Force yourself to start quickly.
Tip 4, focus on output volume. Talk a lot.
And tip 5, keep it simple. Use words you know.
Use these tools to stop hitting a wall. Remember the most important thing. Your mistakes are not the end of the world.
Your goal is simply to get your point across.
So next time you speak English, don't aim for 100% perfection. Aim for smooth flow.
Aim for a great conversation, even if it has a few bumps.
Practice that 3-second rule today. Don't let that pause happen.
Start speaking immediately. Be brave.
That was a great talk.
Yes, and next time, we're going to look at the best ways to use movies and TV shows to improve your chunking skills.
Don't miss it. Thank you so much for joining the English Blend.
See you in the next episode of The English Blend.